Advanced learning. Hype.
Hello? Hello, 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 hello. How are we all doing, guys? Welcome, everyone. Am I clear? Am I clear? Wait, is draft and ranked? Not yet, not yet. Not yet. I'll explain what you see on screen. I just found a little secret tech that most people don't know about. But there's actually information within the game telling you exactly how draft works. They're kind of taking over my job. Ernie over here is coming for my job. I thought I was the professor. But this guy's already got it all taken care of. So if you want to access this exclusive screen on your own, let me show you. You want to go here. So this is where you would normally queue up for a ranked game. Scroll over to custom. Go here. Scroll down to draft pick, which is a little bit hidden. Don't press A, right? Button combinations are important here. You want to press the plus button. On mobile, it might be a little different for map help. And then boom. There's this whole built-in draft tutorial that I just didn't know existed in game. So we will we'll go over what you see in game, but I have a whole presentation as well that I've prepared for you guys, as always. But yeah, I had no idea this existed. I was messing around in game, trying to see what I could, what assets I could yoink. And apparently there's like a straight up draft tutorial built in game. But let's let everyone get joined into class. Everyone take your seats. Make sure you get some water. inderUniversity, the only school where you make the rules. So you can all hang out, get something to drink, get something to eat if you need. I have some juice. On mobile, you can navigate to the map and then tap the book icon. Okay. Cool. You got your pencil and notebook? Cool. Does anyone have a spare pencil? You know, I was the kid in class that always had to borrow a pencil every single day. And it's not because my parents didn't buy me stuff. I would instantly lose the stuff my parents bought me, borrow something from the teacher or another student, lose that too. I don't even know where it would go. Honestly, like, where did my pens and pencils go? I don't know. There must be a sanctuary for all of them somewhere. I could not last more than 2 days with one piece of stationery. You'd always give back what you borrowed. Not me. I would lose it. I would replace it. You know, if they were like, yo, I really like, bro, like I need a pencil. I would get them a pencil. It was more of like a Ponzi scheme, if you think about it, right? Because I would borrow a pencil from one of my friends.
Hi, Indy Cramorant when. Love the streams, keep going.
Yuri,
Hype
Cramorant one. Maybe we'll play some Cramorant today. Thank you for the resub. It was a Ponzi scheme, okay? So I would borrow a pencil from classmate number 1, right? Lose classmate number 1's pencil. Go to classmate number 2, ask for a pencil. Simultaneously go to classmate number 3, right? This is where you have to do some forward thinking, right? So day 2, I'd go to classmate 2 and 3, both have them give me a pencil. Use classmate 2's pencil for the first half of the day. Then when classmate 1 is like, where's my pencil I lent you yesterday? Give them classmate 2's pencil as collateral and be like, yo, I lost it, but here you go. Then use classmate 3's pencil for the rest of the day and focus really hard on not losing it. So then day 2, I could go to classmate number 2, give him classmate number 3's pencil, and then go to classmate number 3 and be like, you're out of luck, you know, and then start the process again. Like, someone was getting screwed over. It wasn't me, but I was very, very irresponsible. I don't, honestly, I think I was getting robbed. I don't know where it was going. It's not my fault. That's all I know is it's not my fault. So we have an ad running on Twitch. It's going to finish in about a minute, guys. When that's done, we'll get started, all right? What's up, Gamma? Love you too, bro. Classmate 1 has 3 pencils. Classmate 2 has 2 pencils. How many pencils does Ender have by the end of the day? Always the answer is 0. They're just taking their pencils back. I don't know. I will say I would just put the pencil in my pocket, and often, not always, but often, because this is when I was in like grade school, right? My mom would do my laundry. My mom would do the laundry and be like, there's pencils in the laundry again. Like, what are we doing? And I'd be like, oh, that's where they went. Fun fact, if you put a pencil or a pen through the washing machine, it'll still work afterwards. It'll still work. Don't ask me how I know. Yep. Guys, we're also live on Twitter. I don't know if anyone's watching on Twitter. I don't even know if I'm live on Twitter right now, actually. But allegedly I am. It's called X. Or that. I'm live on X. I am, you are? Okay. We have at least one person in the chat on Twitter. That's how you found the stream? Cool. Anyways, Ender's live on X videos. I'm on, yeah, X, exactly. Okay, so we're out of the ad. Let us get started today. Just as a helpful reminder, before we get started with the presentation, I want to show you guys how you can access a built-in draft tutorial in-game that the devs are hiding from you. So I'm gonna start from the beginning so it's easy for you. At the start screen, we're going to Unite Battle. You know, where you would traditionally queue up for ranked. Move over to Custom Battle, choose your map. You want to hover over Draft Pick. Don't lock this in yet. On Switch, you want to press the plus button. On mobile, you should have a little book icon where you can expand and get some map help. Boom. And then Ernie will come up where he's actually taking my job. And you can see here, it goes through kind of how draft works. It explains that you're going to need 12 Unite licenses or more because there's 2 bans and 10 picks. None of them can be overlapped. He also mentions team composition is important. Basically, he's taking my job. Explains how the bans will work. I'm going to go through all this as well. The request ban and pre-pick feature. This part I don't think is going to be very relevant on the ladder with random players. You just won't have enough time for it. But it does exist. And in 5s, it's very useful, obviously. And then yeah, he just basically goes over how the draft mode kind of works. What I'm going to be doing today is explaining kind of how the draft mode works, but also equipping you with the knowledge that you need to be able to be the best drafter that you can with it, whether it's amongst your group of friends, whether it's just being better than how you were the day before, whatever it might be. I want to help you guys with draft. A little bit of background for me. I've been playing games like Pokemon Unite for 10 years. Most of you know I was on Team TTV. We were NA's champions in North America for 2023. One of the 2 biggest NA events. The one that we won in person, I think a lot of people will attribute that to a draft victory. And I can confidently say that I had a big part in our victory there. So I'm really familiar when it comes to draft. I really like it. I think it adds a strategical, almost 4D chess level aspect to Pokemon Unite. And it's important that we take it seriously. But if you feel like today's session isn't enough, you're like, hey, that was good, but you know, I I'm an Azumarill main. I need you to just give me some advice on how I can succeed with Azumarill in the drafting phase of the game, or whatever it might be. Feel like you need some help either for your team, for as an individual. You feel like you didn't get it today. Next week, a couple days before draft comes to master rank gameplay on the ladder, which is coming on the 28th. On the 25th, on Sunday, I'm going to be holding a group session hosted by Metafy. It is $15 per seat. So if you want to attend, it's $15. You'll get a recording of it afterwards. So if you end up missing it or you want to go back and watch it, you'll have access to that recording. And there'll be about 20 of us in a specialized Discord call where you can ask direct questions, learn from each other. I think it'll be a good experience, but I know it's not for everyone. So all the basics, everything will be covered in all the free content I do. But if you feel like you need a little bit more of a hands-on approach, or you just want to hang out, you just really care about the game and you want to take it to the next level, you could join me there. Anyways, what are we going to be going over today? So I'm going to explain how the draft format works. I'm going to explain and give you some more insights on how to create a balanced and optimized team composition. And we're going to do this from the guise of it being ranked. There'll be some help in terms of how this works for competitive, and if you want to translate this to competitive. But in the future, I plan on doing just a strictly competitive drafting guide. This is more of a generic one to get you accustomed to it before we get started. And the final phase of it is going to be how to counterpick. You know, if you're within that last couple of picks, you're like, you know, I want to pick a character that's going to be the best here based on what the enemy has and what you have. We'll go over that as well. Okay, so we get started with the ban phase. Now, one thing Professor Ernie mentioned in his little guide as well is to play draft, you're going to need 12 Pokemon licenses unlocked. Now, my guess, and we don't know this for sure, is come the 28th, you're going to need 12 licenses to play ranked, period. Because it seems as if draft is only for masters, and right now, we have an EX limitation for only masters. The way the EX limitation works is if there's one master player in the game, it treats it as a master lobby and it applies the rules of a master lobby. So even if you're not masters next season, if you get one master player in your lobby, it'll become draft. Assumption, we don't know for sure, but that's my guess. With that being said, you're going to need 12 Pokemon unlocked. Why do you need 12? Well, each team gets to ban one Pokemon. It could be the same, but it doesn't have to, and it often won't be the same. So if two Pokemon are banned out, and we have 10 players in the game, if you're the last pick on the second pick side, and 9 of the Pokemon you own are all picked away, and the other 2 are banned away, you need to have a 12th Mon available to you for you to be able to play. So you're going to need 12 licenses, but we get started with the ban phase. So you'll have access to all the characters in the middle of the screen here to be able to ban. So you don't need to own all the Mons to ban any of them. You can ban whatever you want. At the top left and top right of the screen, once the ban phase is concluded, you'll see the bans at the top of the screen for the rest of the game. I went into a practice lobby, so the bots didn't choose to ban anything. I was the only one that voted Umbreon, so Umbreon got banned out, but everyone makes a vote. So just because you vote something doesn't mean it'll happen, just like real life, but they're going to go with the majority number of votes. That'll go for your team's ban selection. If it's tied, it'll be randomized. And, you know, try to be a little bit strategical with it. We'll go over it, but, you know, to take this as an opportunity for you to get started on that 4D, 5D level of chess. Okay, the pick phase. Admittedly, this graphic is very good, but I'll explain kind of what you're looking at here. One side is going to be designated as the first pick side. Traditionally, in a lobby game, the team on the top side of the 10 picks, the 5 characters on the top, they're usually the first pick side, and the bottom side is the second pick side. When it comes to ranked, we don't know exactly how that's going to be divvied up. The hope is that you'll know prior to your bans whether you're first or second pick. So we don't know. But for the purposes of this demonstration, you can see on the left side, we have first pick. On the right side, you have second pick. First pick, they select their one character. So if I were first pick, I would have the liberty to pick whatever I want, assuming it's not banned and I own them on. Then the second pick side gets to follow with 2 picks, and then you alternate 2 picks for both sides twice until the second pick side gets the ultimate last pick. So from an advantageous kind of perspective, right? You have to weigh your options. The first pick side, they get access to pick whatever the most broken available character is, right? So say there's 3 really strong characters in a meta. Let's go back to Mime, Mew, Glaceon, right? A year ago. Say that's the meta. Those are the 3 most broken mons. And let's just say that both sides happen to ban one of those 2 Pokemon. So maybe first pick banned Mew, second pick banned Mime. Now, first pick, the first picker will get the option to pick that Glaceon. They get that, like, they get that de facto, we have the strongest character available to us pick. Now, the second pick, the benefit they get is if the meta is a little bit more loose, they get to pick 2 good picks right away, right after that first one. But more importantly, they get to pick a character that does not get countered, right? If you look at the left side here, every time you pick something, the enemy side has the opportunity to respond with their own pick. But the right side team, their last pick can go uncountered. In competitive, this ends up mattering quite a bit sometimes. You want to be able to pick a character that isn't going to get countered. Maybe you already have an attacker, like you have an Inteleon. You really want to pick another attacker like a Venusaur or a Gardevoir, but you're scared if you do that, the enemy team will pick a Dodrio and they're going to just gank the back line. That's really scary. Well, if you're last pick, you get to see what they have. You get to adjust your picks according to that. And we'll talk more about that later as well. But yeah, what should you first pick or ban? Well, a lot of people, I think the easiest way, if you're not really familiar with the meta is either play some games without knowing and make up your own mental tier list of what really feels annoying and powerful to you, what you feel like you struggle into the most, and maybe have your own evaluation on, oh, I want to pick this and maybe ban this. If you want someone else to do that work for you, I'll always have a tier list up of the current patch or at least the last patch right before, and refer to that. You know, from the top down, you're going to look at characters that are worth banning and picking in kind of that priority. Right now on the current patch, and this isn't going to be the patch forever, these top 3 characters I think are all ban worthy. Say you're really annoyed into just playing Clefable, you feel like your team gets healer diffed a lot. You don't want to play healer. You like playing Zoroark or Buzz or these speedster kind of mons. You really don't like Gravity. Ban that Clefable, not a bad idea. Conversely, maybe you're really terrified of Buzzwole. Maybe it just has your number lately. Maybe Umbreon's Mean looks really annoying. Whatever it is, make your ban a combination of what you struggle playing into and what's generally seen as something in the meta. What you don't want to do, what you want to avoid, is like, man, Goodra really messes me up. I'm banning Goodra, right? You can try to ban it, but remember, your team's ban is going to be the ban that they vote on. So unless other people on your team vote for Goodra, the only way you'll get to ban Goodra is if everyone banned something different and it came down to that random 20% chance. So that's why I stick to banning things that are a little bit more popular. The other piece of advice I can give is if your team is split, let's say 4 people on your team have selected their ban, and it's up to you basically to make the decision. Try to pay attention to that. You know, you'll see if 2 people on your team have banned Lapras and the other 2 have banned Umbreon, if you select a random character, say you select Goodra at that point, you're guaranteeing that Goodra won't be banned, and 2, it's a 50-50 between Lapras and whatever the other character I said, Umbreon, right? Try to make a decision alongside your team. In that situation, I would have much rather banned the Umbreon over Lapras. Gudra wouldn't have gone through because 2 people already voted. Yada yada yada. Now, in terms of first pick, traditionally in draft, the first pick is gonna go to the strongest theoretical character in a draft setup, right? A lot of times recently, this has been Buzzwole. Buzzwole is really strong. It doesn't really have many counters. It counters a lot of different things. There's not a lot of other things in its role. And it's a good, solid, safe pick. When it comes to draft, it's not always going to be that way, right? When it comes to ranked, rather, it's not always going to be that way. If you're going to be first pick a lot, which we don't know how the pick order on each team is going to work yet, but you're not going to want to just spam the same character necessarily. So I would stick to strong characters if you can. But if you're first pick, just try to pick something that isn't too easily counterable. Keep in mind you're dealing with randoms in Pokemon Unite. So if you do end up first picking a Cinderace, expect that your team might follow that up with a Dragapult, Decidueye, Duraludon, Greninja comp. It sucks that they'll pick that around you, but maybe don't first pick Cinder as well, right? Try to keep in the front half of things in a tier list or whatever your mental tier list is. Okay, so first pick out of the way, first bans out of the way, the meat of the draft. How do we, what does a good composition even look like? Well, in competitive, there's a skeleton that the pro players, after playing so many games, have kind of resulted in. Now, this isn't an exact science. Pokemon Unite is a very flexible game. So what I'm going to say isn't 100% accurate for every game. But if you follow these general guidelines, you'll end up with a generally good draft, okay? Step 1, you want to make sure you have 2 EXP shares on your team. This in ranked, I know immediately this isn't going to happen. This is unrealistic. But if you can help it, try to have 1. These XP shares you want to ideally put on your supporters and defenders. These characters are already really good without items. XP share, the stats on it already leans well to them, and they don't need the experience as much as other characters would in the game. If you don't know how EXP share works, I have a whole video on it, another inderUniversity session on it. You can check that out, or there's a lot of different resources out there as well. But if you want the ideal composition, it's going to have 2 XP shares. 1 in each lane, 1 in each path, on supporters or defenders. Okay. Step 2. You want to have a good combination of ranged and melee damage dealers. The reason I have this in here is less that you absolutely need to have a ranged in every composition, or you need a melee in every composition, but more so if you don't follow these kind of guidelines, you can end up playing a composition that's really scary. Scary as in terrifying to play on, and you're going to lower your chances of winning. If you've played a lot of Pokemon Unite, you've probably been in games where you have very squishy backline characters that, are all vulnerable and need assistance. Maybe you'll have a Gardevoir, a Cinder, and a Dragapult, And then say you did step 1, you have a supporter, defender, each with XP share, but now you have 3 squishy ranged. Well, now you leave yourself really vulnerable to speedsters, characters that can dive you, even Buzzwole, things like that. So try to make sure you have a good combination of ranged and melee damage dealers. That way you can take care of all different types of threats. In ranked, if you're solo queuing, what this might look like is if you don't feel like playing supporter or defender, and you see someone else on your team's already locked in, some ranged characters, maybe opt to go for an all-rounder instead. Maybe go for a defender that plays like an all-rounder. Go for a Blastoise. Go for a Mamoswine. Go for a Crustle. Try to add some bulk to your comp. Or conversely, if your team's locked in Snorlax, Buzzwole, Azumarill, try not to add another 4th melee character. When you have too many close range characters, tanks like Tree, even Umbreon, the defenders in the game start to get way too much value and they become really difficult to take down. So you want to have a good combination of different damage types. Ideally, you split that up between a good combination of physical and special, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. You want to play a good combination of strong early and late game characters. This I wouldn't focus on too hard. More so, you don't want to bottleneck yourself. So let's say you've done step 1, you have some supporters and defenders with XP share, cool. You know, you have a Tyranitar maybe as one of your melee damage dealers, and the other damage dealer on your team has locked in Chandelure. Okay, so now we have a melee ranged, you know, we have the 2 XP shares, right? Let's say your last pick. Your final pick, you may think that you can just pick any damage dealer you want, and it's probably going to be okay. But keep in mind that your team has now picked 2 characters that are awful in the early game, especially the really early game, where Chandelure is level 1 through 4, right? And Tyranitar, as we know, is really weak. So maybe opt to pick an Evolution. Evolutions are generally really strong in the early game. Right now, they just happen to be strong all throughout the game. But pick something early game oriented, maybe a Pikachu, maybe an Alolan Ninetales, you know, maybe in one of the Evolutions, something like that. Avoid picking another late game character. Late game characters being characters that really need XP to scale. They need all their evolution lines. And without that, they struggle. So try not to pick a character like, I don't know, don't pick a Dragapult in that situation. Don't pick a Metagross in that situation, maybe pick something like a Pikachu, maybe an Azumarill, whatever it might be, a little bit more early game oriented. And the last, and I think the most crucial step in making a balanced, ideal team composition is pick stuff that you're good at and stuff that you have fun with. At the end of the day, Pokemon Unite is a game. You're playing the ranked ladder, right? The ranked version of this game. You're playing with very little stakes on the line. Try not to take it too seriously. Don't get too upset. Don't get too frustrated. Remember how it is right now before draft exists. And people are going to grief the draft. People are going to pick bad things. You're going to have last pick Cinderace players when your team desperately needs anyone to pick support or defender. Don't get too frustrated. Focus on the picks you're good at. What I would do personally is make a mental list of 1, maybe 2 characters per official role. So 1 all-rounder, maybe 2, 1 speedster, maybe 2 attacker, supporter, defender, etc. Have 1 or 2 of those that you're comfortable with, and try to just figure out what you feel like fits that particular game with the guidelines I've given you here to the best of your ability. But if your team didn't pick a supporter or defender and you've played it 4 games in a row, don't stress it. Just try to follow some of the other rules. Not everything needs to be omega giga serious. Just take it easy and have some fun. Okay, counter picking. We kind of alluded to this a little bit as well. And I mentioned this a couple times on my stream. I'd mentioned it on Sprago's podcast. But when Pokemon Unite and games like Pokemon Unite are in a more balanced state, in that there aren't like god picks that kind of just overrule the entire metagame, you end up developing a rock, paper, scissors approach to the game. Now, what you see in front of you isn't an exact science. I'm not saying that Dodrio always beats Gardevoir, Gardevoir always beats Aegislash, Aegislash always beats Dodrio, right? But something to keep in mind is that generally, speedsters and the really fast assassin-y types of characters excel into attackers, the immobile, backline, squishy damage dealers. Those immobile, squishy damage dealers tend to do really well into the bulky frontliney types of mons, particularly all-rounders, but defenders as well. Defenders and all-rounders in Pokemon Unite are a little interchangeable, right? So those types of characters like Gardevoir are really good at doing a lot of damage to the bulky, slow frontliners, but they're really weak into the fast, approaching Dodrio type characters. And then finally, the all-rounders, those defenders, big, bulky characters, are really good at shutting down speedsters, but they may struggle into attackers and those really big mage type damage dealing type of characters. So keep that in mind at the back of your head. And the way you want to apply it is if you see the enemy team has picked 2 of those types of archetypes on their team, try to visualize yourself playing a character that counters that based on this rock, paper, scissors. So let me give you an easy example. Say the enemy team has locked in Dodrio, Leafeon, right? They have 2 speedsters. Leafeon is a longer range speedster, so it can definitely mess you up. Even it kind of holds different archetypes, but in general, those are 2 fast attacking speedsters. Now you're stuck with the decision on picking a damage dealer. Do you want to pick, right? Say your team has a balanced comp. It's up to you. You get to pick whatever you want. Do you want to pick an attacker? Do you really want to be a Gardevoir or a Decidueye into double speedster where they're just going to be diving the backline, skipping past your team, and pretty much just gunning you down? Probably not, right? Try to think of all-rounders or bulky characters that you can play that won't get one-shot by the assassin or speedster combos, can maybe lock them down. Because remember, these all-rounder defender type characters tend to have a lot of stuns. And that's where you'll see characters that aren't traditionally considered strong be able to excel in draft. And a perfect example of that is Aegislash. Aegislash, not a really great character in the meta right now, but if the other team picks 2 speedsters and maybe another melee, and not a lot of crowd control, not a lot of stuns, Aegislash can do fine. You can get to Aegislash into a spot where he becomes Thanos and can't be brought down. Conversely, if the other team had 2 range damage dealers, let's say they locked in Gardevoir, we have Gardevoir on screen, and Teleon. Do you really want to be Aegislash into that? You could probably succeed, maybe get to their backline, try to one-shot them. But in efforts of, you slowly getting to their backline, you're going to take a lot of damage. It's going to be really rough. That doesn't sound like a great pick. Maybe we go for a speedster, right? If they have Gardevoir and Teleon, maybe we want to pick our best speedster. Maybe we lock in Talonflame, right? Just keep these things in mind. None of it is an exact science. A lot of this kind of stuff will come down to individual matchups. And this is where the skill and draft comes in, I can't tell you every single counter matchup that exists in Pokemon Unite. But if you're following my streams, you're watching my content, I'm pretty liberal about sharing my thoughts. It can come down to individual move matchups. So the easy one I can give you is Clefable. Gravity, really good at shutting down high mobility characters that rely on their moves that are dashes to perform. That could be a viable counter pick. Slowbro, really good at locking down speedster targets, particularly, and here's like a small niche one, but Slowbro's really good at countering Comfey. Why? Well, Comfey's usually going to be in a target trying to keep an ally alive. If you Slowbro Unite the target that has a Comfey in it, you're basically getting Slowbro Unite on 2 targets at that point. So that's a really powerful thing for your team comp. Consider choices like anti-heal, maybe Delphox into teams that have a lot of healing. Characters you feel comfortable running cursed items on into a lot of healing. Think of it more on how the game might play out. Okay, the enemy team, it doesn't have a lot of healing. Maybe their healer, maybe the only healer they could have is an Umbreon. Okay. Or maybe their support is a Sableye. Cool. I'm going to pick a character that I'm really strong with that can poke the enemy team out. Enemy team doesn't have a lot of sustain. If I land 1 Decidueye arrow on the enemy team, they have no way of healing that. Maybe I'll look to play a long-range poke character. Whatever it is, make mental notes as you play the game. My stream's going to be a helpful way to learn some of those things as well. And always, you can ask me, ask your friends, try to come up with creative ideas. And remember, just have fun. If you have matchups you really hate playing, just don't play them. If you have the opportunity to draft around your different matchups, you can. Now, let's say you're a 1-trick or a 2-trick. Let's say you are a die-hard Charizard fan, and you're like, this inderUniversity was really great, but I want you to contextualize everything from the perspective of a Charizard main. Well, I wouldn't have the time to sit down with every single person in the chat right now to do that. But what I am able to do with the help of Metafy is this Sunday, I'm going to be hosting a group class. I mentioned this earlier as well. You can sign up. Only 20 people will be invited. So once it gets past 20, I won't be opening it up to more people. I might run a second class if there's a lot of demand. But you sign up, you'll have access to a Discord call. In there, you can ask me direct questions, whether it's around your main, maybe you have a team that you play on. Like, hey, these are our picks. Can you maybe give us some help around draft? I will give you whatever advice you need direct. It won't be streamed, so you don't have to have the fear of being in front of a big audience. You'll be in a smaller, intimate group of other like-minded individuals. And yeah, all of that sounds great. I want a full disclosure. That is a paid class. It's $15 per seat. It'll be about an hour long. We'll definitely go a little bit over. And we'll also do some practice draft simulations as well. So if you just want to get comfortable with pressing the buttons on draft, like, oh, I want to figure out how the swap button works, or I want to just see what it looks like, we'll do some practice sessions with the people in the class too. But that's it. If you have any questions, now is your time to ask. I'll be able to happily help. If you need me to go over something again, I can. Otherwise, you can join me this or upcoming Sunday. So not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. If you're watching on YouTube, the link to that is in the description. If you're watching on Twitch, it should be pinned right now. And yeah, draft is coming soon. I know it's very intimidating, but how do we feel? How are you guys feeling after that? Could you please go through all your slides again? I'll go through them, but most of my slides relied on my explanation of them. So I'm not sure if that'll be very helpful, but as I'm talking, we can go through them, sure. Where's the sign-in sheet? If you're on YouTube, check the description or the pinned message. If I'm first pick, should I always go for a prio character even if I don't play them? That's a good question. I wouldn't trust your random teammates to swap you. So only lock in characters that you feel comfortable playing if you get stuck on them. Now, say you get to this phase of the draft. Here, actually, I have a recording of draft. So once you get to this phase of the draft here, so this is right after all of these picks happen, right? Any team's about to do their last pick. So everything that's locked in isn't final yet. And another thing before what I mentioned, what I'm about to say, try to remember what these picks are, because once you get here, you can no longer see the enemy comp until you get into game. But yeah, once you're in this phase of the draft right here, you still have the opportunity to swap your teammates. On Switch, you press the Y button, and then you can swap. On mobile, I'm sure there'll be an indicator on how to do it. But say you really were like, oh man, I'm a Duraludon main, I'll crush it on Duraludon. You could throw up the swap to your Duraludon player. If they want, it'll swap, and then both of you can still adjust your items. So you're not going to give them your Mewtwo items if you're a Mewtwo, and you're not going to take their Dura items. It'll default to your set. But to answer your question, if your first pick, should you always go for a prio pick, even if you don't play them? I would say no if you don't play them. If you play them, pick it, and understand that someone might not swap you. So Umbreon, prio pick. If you play Umbreon, but you don't want to play it, you can lock it in, hope someone will swap you. You can try swapping everyone. If no one gives you the swap, no one gives you the swap. And you'll have to live with it, right? And also be wary of accepting swaps. You might accept a swap by accident on something you don't play. You will be stuck on it then. You know, which team first pick before after bans? I don't know if you'll know exactly when how it's going to work for ranked. As soon as I find out, I'll try to update you guys. So can I pay just to talk to you? Hey, I know at least a couple of the people signing up are just going to sign up just for the company, and that's 100% cool too. $15 is very, very inexpensive compared to what my normal coaching rates would be. So if you feel like you're not able, you can't afford, or you can't justify spending what I charge is $50 an hour for coaching, the 15 for the class could be a good alternative for sure. What happened if I don't have the Pokemon which the other team want to swap with me? That's a good question. In other games, it'll actually still go through and you can swap it. In Unite, I don't think that'll work. It probably won't let you do the swap if I had to guess. But that's a good question. I don't know 100%. What are the current prio picks? So right now, assuming we don't have a patch, I would say that the top of the tier list here are the current prio picks. So the Clef, Umbreon, Buzz are probably the most prio ones. And then followed by, you know, sorting out these Pokemon. So in the S tier, there's a lot of defenders. So I'd say Leafeon and Inteleon, Glaceon are probably a little bit higher priority. And it just goes down the list, at least in my opinion, for the current patch. And that'll change with every patch and every balance update. If I'm a Bush Cinder main, what do I do when someone already picked Cinder? I would recommend in that case, picking Pikachu, maxing out your game volume on game sound, turning on your mic, and role-playing as Pikachu the whole time, just saying Pika, 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 Pika. What would you say the B and C? Would you say the B and C tier are more matchup dependent picks? Yeah, probably. As you get deeper and deeper into the tier list, these picks are more going to be in context of what you're playing into. Like I mentioned earlier, Aegislash into heavy range, a lot of CC, might be a C, D tier character. If you're into a lot of speedsters, might be a B or A tier kind of mod, right? Talonflame. If you're into, you know, squishy, immobile, ranged attackers, Talon's great, right? Might be in the C tier, but it might have a really good matchup if the enemy team picked like Venusaur and like Venusaur Gardevoir or something like that, you know? How do I play against Umbreon being a Wiggly? Sometimes you have to accept that your Unite move as Wiggly is an AoE unstoppable and use it for that, and you might have to give up the shield. But you have a good matchup outside of the Unite moves. You know, Sing can put Umbreon to sleep, even if Umbreon has its passive up, because Umbreon passive only counts against stuns. Wiggly Sleep is a sleep, not an actual stun. So you can bypass Umbreon passive with that. So that's on. It's not the worst matchup. Why do teams pick a support before their last pick when the other team picks a support early? That's a really good question. So the reason why you might see competitive teams lock in their supports before their damage types of characters is because the supports are kind of generically good. Blissey, Clef, Eldegoss, most of these supports are just good, right? There's not really that intricate ways of countering them. They're not that complex in how different they are. You don't care that much between you having a Blissey, a Clef, or an Eld. Of course it matters, but it's the difference between a Blissey, Clef, and Eld is far smaller than the difference between like a Meowscarada, Garchomp, and a Gardevoir, right? So you want to save your damage dealer picks for deeper in the draft, and ideally pick the supports higher. I didn't talk about that too much because in ranked, you can't expect people to follow that kind of outline. But for a competitive draft, 100%, that's how it would look. That's a good question. How do you know who has first pick? I see that a lot. I don't know how we'll know in ranked, truthfully, guys. In competitive lobbies, the lobby is sorted by 5 people on top, 5 on the bottom. The team on top gets first pick. In unranked, we don't know. My guess, and I'm not sure, is when you go to accept and it puts your avatars, you get to see everyone's avatars, that'll actually tell you who's first and second pick. But I have no idea, truthfully. We'll have to see in a week and a half or so. Would you say Giga Dance Venu makes for a good panic option? I feel like has a little bit of everything. Yeah, there's characters that have a lot of flexible movesets. I think Venusaur is on the top of that list of flexible movesets. That's something I'll cover more when we do another draft video. But Venusaur for sure. You know, Beam gives you that. Beam is like having an attacker, and Giga Dance is kind of like having an all-rounder, right? And you can make that decision after what you see the enemy team has picked. So Venusaur is a really good pick for that. I think Blastoise kind of similar. It gives you the flex between a defender and a more all-roundery kind of character. Venusaur is a good example of that. We don't have a lot of them. I'd say Mystical Fire, Sylveon, and Hyper Voice, kind of a soft version of that. Aurora Veil A9 versus Blizzard Avalanche A9, another kind of version of that. If Razor Leaf Desi was better, I think that would give you some good options as well. Two like distinct, different kind of play styles. But for sure, Venusaur is the best example of that. So would it be better to wait till the later stage of draft to make a good mon that might have strong counters? Yeah, I would say if you feel like your character has some good counters, say like Zoroark, probably better for you to pick Zoroark later in the draft than earlier. But remember, in ranked, you're not going to have that much control. So try to make good decisions wherever you can. Given the value of flexibility, Scissor, Scyther are really low on the list. Why? So the thing is Scyther and Scissor give you flexibility, but it's like having a convertible where you can take the top off and have like a sports car, or put the top on and have like a family car, right? Good flexibility. But imagine your car was made in 1998. Like, doesn't matter how flexible your car is. If it's from the 90s, if it's from the 80s, it's probably trash. And Scissor and Scyther are just not good characters. They offer flexibility, but they're not good. Scyther is actually not even that bad. It's just all the other speedsters are just fine. Like, you don't need, like, why Scyther's benefit should be that he can threaten going Scissor in the draft. But bro, if you want to go the red guy, I'm down. Cars are a bad analogy. Cars used to be made better. Pokemon used to be made better too. Scissor is good, stop the slander. Hey man, if you want a big Scissor, more power to you. Don't let me stop you. Especially if you're on the other team, please. The benefit of Scyther is you scare your teammates into thinking you're Jungle Scissor. True. Keep them on their toes. Instant ban Comfy. If you have a Duo QE data on your team, it is law to ban Comfy so they actually play something else. All right, but let's play some Pokemans United. Yeah, Trio Q basically makes it so you don't get a ban, right? That's kind of dumb. You registered? Awesome. If anyone else in the chat's registered, let me know. I need to check my email to see who exactly signed up, and I don't normally open my email while I'm streaming, so if you signed up, let me know. If you want to, that is. How many seats are filled? Yeah, I'm gonna check that. But yeah, thank you guys all for signing up that have. Mew. So 6 seats are filled in total. Cool. What time will it be for people in EU? It's at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you click the link, it actually localizes your time zone. But it'll tell you based on whatever time zone you're on. Who on the team picks first? We don't know. We don't know how the first pick is going to be. All of that information is going to be unveiled, I'm assuming, the day that it comes out. I need my badge on Sableye. We'll get there. We'll get there. I love playing Fruity Pebbles. What? Is it done on Metafy Discord? Yeah, once you join the Metafy Discord and you've paid, you're basically, you've signed up. What it'll do is it'll automatically create a stage in their Discord where I'll be able to host a presentation. And it'll be like what we did today. I'll make a new set of slides, or I'll update this one. And it'll just be a little more personalized. We'll go over everything a little bit again and get everyone as comfortable as possible. Why does my game feel like it's so laggy right now? Potions hard. The heck was that thing doing? Oh, if he just went on the Zard, it would have died. Killed that, I think. Nice. Too low HP, I need to heal. Can I say, like, you feel like you grieve so much? It can feel that way sometimes, for sure. I'm gonna int on this. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm down to look bot here. I'm gonna go heal, maybe run top, and then I'll make my way bottom later. How many caster watch ACL LAN event today? I don't know if I will be able to, man. It's at like 4 a.m. Eastern, right? I don't know if I'm gonna cast it. I don't think so, is where I'm at right now. Zard is trolling. Kill the Desi. No, I didn't get the score. It starts in 1 hour? Oh. It's gonna go on for a while though, right? I don't know if I will. Sard wants to ult me for sure. Nice. Yeah, Fladia's potion. We have a lot of XP right now. I just missed. No. I'm trying to figure out a way to kill the Talon and live. I think I needed to have backed and killed him, not with Surf, but with like E-ball or something. Gone like E-ball agility. I'm dead for so long, man. I'm gonna ult in and then have my move reset with something else. This guy almost came and stole it. Scary. They just still had ults to use, but That's fine. As long as we don't die, it's okay. We can actually give the outer cap, right? Hold back. What? His passive came up? Yo, this Mimikyu passive, I'm telling you, is fraudulent. It just sometimes comes up randomly, like, just when the Mimikyu needs it. It was a nice, easy game of Mew, though. But look, we had basically what I was talking about, though, right? And we had 3 ranged, right? So that's a little bit Monka, but triple ranged isn't that bad if your support and defender are both melee. I don't know if our Goudreau was XP share, but we had at least 1 XP share. We had good balance early and late game. Mew is unique as a range that it kind of like is... Mew's like an attacker all-rounder. Not that it's bulky like an all-rounder, but it can do everything, right? So Mew is so flexible. And then, yeah, I mean, this is a good enough team comp for sure. Theirs, on the other hand, only one supporter slash defender, didn't have XP share on, and then just a bunch of random damage dealers. No rhyme or reason on whether they're good early or late or not. Mew. How does one play hours of solo queue without tilting? Just let yourself tilt a little bit. It's okay. Yeah, disguise, I feel like, I don't know, because the cooldown of disguise can be reset so often, it's so weird. What are my honest thoughts on Mystical Fire Combine Sylve? I don't think it's that bad, but I also don't see a good enough reason as to why you shouldn't just be Draining Kiss if you're going to play Mystical Fire. But, I mean, maybe if you feel like you're going to have clutch Calm Minds in the other team, there could be some drafts where it's not bad. Okay, I have an idea. We're gonna play Crustle and take the X speed off this time. We've done it. I remembered to done it. Rock Tomb? Yeah, we're gonna go Rock Tomb. If you misclick and accidentally go Calm Mind, then it is viable. Agreed. Agreed. I didn't mean to go rock side level 1. Oh well, it's fine. It's the Magikarp's not in my lane. You stole jungle from your XP share, Shellbell, leftover scissor. Are you a bad person? No, you're just activating their XP share. And you're actually a great person. Oh, they got their damage off before. My gotta get a stack at least. He did. Okay. I got that one. That looks like either an X speed or floatstone. That's floatstone. It's too fast. And he went back up. These are two characters that Rock Tomb is so broken into. Rollers. He also just doesn't have eject now, so it's very spooky. Scoop them up. Teleported back there. Get him. Good getting him. Okay, I'm gonna try to gank top here real quick. No, it was at one. It was perfect. You didn't have to break it. Let's see stocking. I guess it's fine. Ninja Unite. I'm surprised he got enough XP to even hit 9. But I guess he had killed our top lane already because he has 5 kills. Oh, it's fine, right? Gyarados just got a massive chunk of XP. Oh, he's fucking. He's fucking. It's because he got all those stacks earlier. I don't know what happened there, but I feel like we cooked. And our Crustle is just broken. What can you do? Gyarados good in solo queue? Not generally, no. It's pretty bad. Because it's too hard to evolve. I just don't think the character is good at all, really. I in fact think it's one of the worst mons in the game. Me Crustle. No, no, no. Blue badge comfy. That's fine. Damn. Most annoying Pokemon to play versus? For me, it's Umbreon, but everyone's got their own opinion. I thought my town also got blocked by my wall, but we needed the defensive maneuvers, so we hold the pad there. I think we have enough people going top. I'm gonna hold bot. I'm so fast. The last time to use my ult. I'm down to just rip it. Scared him from pushing. Whatever. With draft, Mimikyu player up is going to be good. Okay, can you give me your ideal situation for Mimikyu? I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but if you're going to make the statement that you think it's good in draft, tell me what's the ideal situation. Oh, this guy got blocked with me. That's kind of sad, but funny. So good that he lived. Against multiple attackers. Do you not think there are several other characters that are really broken into multiple attacker? Possibly even more than Mimikyu though. To the point where like saying Mimikyu's will be good in draft is like saying everything will be good in draft. That's how I feel. We do not have the time to do that, team. Really don't like my spot here, considering my carries are gonna die. Yeah. Oh, it's huge. It's so huge. I'm so huge. Rip it. Oh no, my team's dying actually. My team's dead actually. How did we lose that fight, guys? Okay. Just gonna go into a spin. Still have blast ult too. I don't know. I don't really understand how we lost the fight without them Blastoise ulting too. Our talent cannot be basing, bro. They're doing it right now. Oh, okay, okay. Good kills. But we do need to break their shields. Okay, they get one score. We have huge lead. Should be unwinnable for them. I mean, I can't stop this guy. Yeah, we win. Unless we lost by like 12, we won. Because we were a huge lead. So unless his last 6 made the diff, we should be winning. We'll see though. Yeah, we're fine. Is Talonflame broken? It's not bad. Not a bad character. Broken. I think Talonflame's one of those characters that's broken in draft. You want to talk about broken in draft? I think Talonflame is broken in draft. I think if the enemy team doesn't have answers that like Like a lot of like defender, like scary defenders for the Talon or all rounders. I think Talon could be very broken. Buzz is just always broken. But yeah, if they don't have Buzz, for sure, Talon can be a lot better. I want to play Sably. I'm gonna play Mamui. Healer besides Altonsluggy, do you think it's a good idea? I play it. I think it's fine. Blissey is probably the only... Blissey and Comfy, I'd say, are like... If you want to keep your mental in check, I would avoid playing those two a lot in solo queue. But all the others, I think, are absolutely fine. Timings of Altaria, first 850, middle 8 after that. The side lane Altaria are on a somewhat fixed timer in that they spawn at 850 and then a minute, like every minute 30 after 850. So 720, 550, 420, etc. They can be altered by 15 seconds if their positioning has been altered by the pads that they're in dying. So that's something to keep in mind. But they have like a fixed in-game clock that they spawn on generally, right? The middle Altaria will spawn 1 minute 30 after the entire Altaria camp has been cleared. So the first one will spawn at 8. And if it dies right away, the next one should spawn around 6:30. But it's not guaranteed, because if one of them's alive, it won't start that 1 minute 30 cooldown until the last one dies. Got its passive out. And now he doesn't have his passive, so he dies. I did make a video on it. It's been a long time, and the video included information about all the mobs in the game. Maybe I'll make like a refresher video on just the Altarias, because that is something I feel like a lot of even pro players don't understand completely how it works. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, if you took all the best teams, not every player on all the best teams could explain exactly how they work. I mean, I'm sure there's at least one that does on every team, but there's definitely some that couldn't. Go Ropey. I'm waiting. 3 bottom, 2 are above me. No one's mid on their team right now. Where's our guard? He's in one of these bushes above me, surely, unless he based. Or they're meow, I mean, but... Nice. Nice. Oh, he died to the row. A lot of people up here. We have a lot of farm up on the map. And our jungler should not be level 7. Gather here. I actually don't really want to gather here. I want my team to do stuff. Can you go farm? Can you go farm? Can you go farm? Can you go farm, please? Please, 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 please. Yes. The enemy guard is tilted though, so. No, no, no. I do understand how your character works, sir. Get off me. No. No means no. Neither objective has died yet, by the way. Maybe has a bot objective died? I don't think it has. How did I get the berry? Because I was still in front of him. And I picked up the berry before he could. Beardy, thank you for the $2 super chat. I am having a wonderful day. That took alarmingly long to die. Bot is still alive. They only have 2 down there. Okay, okay. It's all 3 of their unites up here. We got Blow Ult, Meow Ult, Hoop Ult. Oh my god, your team! With the first Reggie Ice of the game! I have 9 kills, by the way. On Mammoth. I don't even care to waste my eject for that thing. He died anyway. I mean, the guard, I don't know. I feel like the guard's not running triple damage items, but I could be wrong. He is potion, so, you know, that speaks volumes. sent home. I don't even think he realized. Thanks, Kid Coyote. I'm still playing Pokemon Unite. I'm not going anywhere. Big freeze. Yeah, they're running out of time to be able to do Ray. Their bro's AFK. Hi, guys. What's up, bro? Alright, bro, let's go. We're going on a ride. Taking you up here. Okay. That was a weird game, no? Guard AFK'd for like 2 minutes at the start of the game. I think the guard was trolling on your team on purpose or something. They were doing some circles. They're doing some things. Sorry, my homework ate my dog. Your homework ate your dog. Uh-oh. Guard diff, but my guard was also kind of diffed. Funny. That's a good inderUniversity today. I'm very happy with it. We haven't done one in like almost 6 months, you know? It's been a while. But it was fun. Yeah, if you want to scroll back to the start of the VOD, if you're on YouTube or on Twitch, you should see it there. Otherwise, it'll get uploaded as a video in a couple days too. No, the last one I did was on cursed items. Yeah, having a lot of fun with Wiggly. Wiggly's fun. Wiggly is certainly fun. Mine was OP back then, right now too? No, mine was broken then. Nowadays, mine is strong, but nowhere near what it used to be. How to stop Buzz guide? The best way to stop Buzz is to email your local Timmy dev every single day, reminding them how much you dislike playing against it. I kind of want to play Cram, but our team comp looks a little sausage. I mean, our lane seems fine. It's the other side of the map I'm concerned about. Do I write scripts? Nah. I just make the slides and I know like what I want to talk about while I'm making it. Oh yeah, our comp's fine. Fine enough. Do I ever duo or trio on this account? Nah. I haven't since like season 5 or something. Almost like 80% of my games are solo queue on this account. Cram mirror, true. I'm going mage cram though. I'm down to skip it. Okay, he's the one that didn't want to skip it though. Cram auto versus guard auto. Kiapa. No, tree. Why do the back one when we could do the front one, huh? Okay, our dragon hold got a kill. It's lit. You drew a thing for me? Okay, cool. We'll check out the art channel after this game. You can give me a reminder then. These two died around the same time because I know my tree was doing it while I was doing this. I think playing execution and solo is a bad idea. I do not. I think it's a good idea. Oh yo! I thought I had whirlpool for a second. Bro, these potion attacker players are just too much. I mean, if he had eject, he also would have lived, but like, potion, bro. You got the big. And it's just a 4v4 top and we lose. Why me? Okay. Psychotic. No. Why is he just standing still? depression. Compartment. That's just depression, man. Tree, just go back bottom. I hate you. Why are you doing our blue buff? Now I lose my bot pad. Is it true that in the Unite dev, they only took 5 sides of the revenue side leveling that high spec rate? I don't know what you're referring to. You're asking what they use to balance the game? Definitely, a focus is competitive, but it's not like they don't use solo queue and stuff at all. You just knocked him out of my combo. Yeah, man. Like, I'm actually getting actively griefed by my teammates. I'm the one that stunned the guy for the buzz to walk up and combo him in the first place. Then my buzz just smacked him out of the combo for fun. Not having my bot pad up is sad. I'll let Dragapult farm bottom. I'm level 13 already. He ulted. My sword might have missed either way there. Ocean is back. How broken is Tram though? Yeah, you can get kills after you've already died, and if you do, you'll respawn with the jungle buffs. It's funny. Reggie, I like you protect me, bro. It's a mage cram diff. You don't get to say that every day. How simple is Cram? He outdamaged me. I was playing macro Cram, alright? That's all I know. I was playing macro cram. I took way less damage. That's what matters. I did not know we had a Venusaur on our team, though. What the? When did we get that? Oh, this is cool. The feeling of being in an inderUniversity stream. Very cool. It's very cool. Very nicely done. That is sick, right? It is so cool, yeah. Very nice, thank you. Hello, hello. Couldn't be in a single stream? That's all right. Glad to have you back. Freeze-dried Skittle. I get that on my YouTube algorithm all the time. Like the freeze-dried candies that people have, and they're like really puffy. I don't think I've ever had it before, but it looks cool. You see them in your YouTube shorts? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Some guy crashing cars in a video game. I've been on that side of the algorithm too. The guy driving car simulator into getting crashes. Yeah, that guy's funny. That guy's very funny. Yeah, it's the Jaden comedian guy. Exactly that guy. So with that guy has some. He's an actor for sure. He's a comedian. I love that guy. Hey, jungle. Manioc starch cookies. Never heard of that. You always will play like a different character. The way he ragdolls in those videos, I'll pull up a video after this so people that don't know what I'm talking about can see. The way he ragdolls in those videos is so funny.
He's right there.
Like this guy.
Over there.
Where?
He's over there.
Where? Oh yeah, this is what your uncle and I used to do back in the day. Watch this.
Lenny
Crap.
Not Jones
He's
says,
dead.
hey, Dad, thanks for letting me sit in the front.
Want some pretzels? Smiley.
Oh shoot, I'm in game. It's fine. We're like 10 seconds late. And I'm getting invaded too by an owl, bro. What is this guy doing here? Why, man? Why are you here? X attack, owl invade. Hate how D-Knight's boosted doesn't track.
Indie IDC, what you do, I'm always here for the long game.
Yo, Molly, what's up, buddy? Here for the long game? That's good, that's good. I like that. Welcome back for the 24 months. Molly was actually my first ever student as when I opened up my Metafy coaching. I think he was my first. You made tier talk? You did? I just didn't upload it. We got to though.
Can't wait to reach the long game at 23.
Zoinks, welcome back. You're almost at the long game. Thank you for the 23. Ow! Large beam. Don't even care about the farm and just like the lane farm. Just using it to keep my stocks up. Someone took my blue. No, I don't have stocks. But I had to go for the beam anyway. Man, I didn't think they would have 2 people doing bot and we have 4 people top when we have a Hoopa as well. We just broke Bobhead and didn't send anyone bottom. And I shouldn't go for the solo steal, but depressed. This guy has ult probably, right? I guess he ulted to run away. Pizza party when? Should do a pizza party. Maybe we'll do a boba party though. I mean, now that I have more time on my hands, I can definitely do that kind of stuff. Can I come? Yeah. For sure, everyone's invited. 2 years ago? Maybe it's been a little bit over 2 years now. Yeah, slightly over 2 years ago, we did a pizza party, like an on-stream pizza party where everyone ordered pizza. I got everyone to post their pizza pictures in Discord, and we rated everyone's pizza on stream. We hung out, we played some party games, and there's a little fun pizza party. Oh my god, dude, Razor Leaf Desi's just broken. I don't have time to get 3 stacks, actually. I'm just too much down on XP compared to him. Because our early game got funny moded. Finish the Pokemon movies for our pizza party? Yeah, we could probably watch the Pokemon movie at the end as a part of the pizza party. They're just doing this, man. I'll reset first. Oh, we have no other damage on it. It's fine. Oh, it walked. Should I ult on it? Screw it. Yo, what is this? That's not what I meant by ult on it. That guy wants to turn me down. I really need a blue, guys. Got him. What the heck is going on here? Did dodge a flower to him? I know, I full healed it. You can full heal the flower trick. Killed him, yeah, but I couldn't get out. D-Night is quite cool. I'm a big D-Night fan. Wanna do a watch party of the Asia Champions League? I think I'm gonna pass. I don't want to end up staying up that late. Maybe I'll go back and watch it though. Kind of just feel like playing, to be honest. I think I was doing a lot. I mean, our early game just got griefed because our team, despite winning the bot lane, breaking their pad, we just sent 4 people to the top objective. And then I died going for the bot objective when I shouldn't have gone for it at all. Fell asleep last night during stream? Well, that means I'm doing a good job. If I can put people to sleep, I know I'm doing my job. Oh. I just refreshed the group class and I saw someone signed up. You're here and you signed up. Thank you. We have 13 spots left. I don't know if all 20 will get filled, but if we do get to the point where every slot gets filled, that'll be cool. The weird word game. Yeah, we did end up reaching Pokemon Unite. You might join for shits and giggles. Cool. I got a griefing trio queue on my team. Got these griefers. Kiappa. I'm playing Scissor. Okay, but like, what is their trio queue, man? Like, we have some good trios as well, but they're matching name Clef Buzz. I mean, we're not matching name, but we're Clef Blast. I like how all three of their picks hard counter my mon, though. Like, I'm actually hard countered by all three of their characters. And I can't cap because I have too much money. We're too rich. There's no way that's X attack buzz. It is. I kept my focus man alive. If I'm even playing one. Oh, I'm not focused. I'm not focused. Got pretty good losses. What is my Decidui doing down here? What the? Well, this lane is kind of unplayable now that their buzz is 5. Which is always gonna happen. Oh, never mind, they're griefing. They just didn't contest the mid one for fun. And we held it down. Bro went. I think the buzz did too. Nice, he did. Alright, their trio queue has found their way down here. all 4 of them are down here. They don't have any money left. No, they broke it. I'm just actually playing into 4 massive counter picks, bro. I mean, it's, yeah, I'm playing scissor, it's shit, but like, it's, any melee character would actually just be hell into Buzz, Clef, Slowbro, Blastoise, dude. They're so trash too, man. They're X attack Buzzwole potion, bro. Yeah, Ardesi's Drain Crown Razor Leaf, so. You know, I have no focus band, no unite. I'm farming. Once I get gravitied. Like Ardesi's pinging, thanks. Okay, we're getting some kills. Just let me know when I get to play the game. I'm down.
Right, bro. Please grow 2 brain cells, please.
He's got 2. You could see them in his name. He's got the big brain cell and the small brain cell. If you look at Ardesi's name, he actually has 2.5. He has half a big one and 1 full, 1 small. Maybe the int on our bot pad. I'm not gonna full heal up for a bit. But I will be 13 with Focus Man up at least. Oh, their Clef is trying to lose the game right now. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just bro-ult, buzz comboed, Blastoise. Like, what am I supposed to do, man? Alright, the X attack is on. The X attack, yeah, he's still on, don't worry. They haven't ripped it yet. Alright, man, now I'm buzz ulted. I got talent, I had to foil the talent ult. It's like Blastoise ult. I mean, they're gonna run out of resources though with the way that they're doing this and not hitting the Ray right after. Like, their talent's gonna be dead for longer than I'll be dead. I'll be back. I'll be back. Shoot him, Desi, shoot him.
The Decidueye, my dude.
Shoot them.
Like, you can't be serious.
Help me, red buff. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm actually just one shot, bro. It's okay, he has another 20 seconds where he can shoot them. I believe he will shoot them. He's coming down. Boom. Watch this, watch this. POV or Decidueye. You jump mid. He's gonna get that Ray. He's gonna get that Ray with his 2.5 brain cells equipped. We're getting it. Come on. No. Unlucky. I believed, guys. He almost had him. He almost had him. Oh yeah, he didn't press his Unite once that game, for sure. The yellow dot did not disappear from his head. This should be a video. Why? Why should we relive those last 10 minutes? Were they not painful enough? I can't complain about their enemy trio trying too hard though. I saw what happened to Chris Heroes when he complained about some trio cures. I'm not trying to end up I'm not trying to end up on a wanted poster. I might say blah after that. It's your fault for that, but also wasn't. What can we do, man? My character is literally unplayable into all 5 of their mons. And so is Zoroark, really. You know what would have been really good there? If we had a long-range character that could snipe them. Only someone on our team could have done that. So that might have been alright. The same Desi? Oh, he's about to cook us, dude. This guy's about to go demon mode. Put the music on, but not for me, for him. The Desi invading? I think he's invading, dude. He is. I could smell this thing, dude. I got the buff, so I think my guy wins this. So I got the buff and did a lot of damage to him. Nice. I knew he was invading because he did that shit into me the other game, the game right before that. Never mind, my Pikachu's not up here. Welcome to the game, Pikachu. Thank you for showing up. What's going on down here? Little money yoink angle. It's fine. This guy's getting invaded for a second time now. Whew. That's why Sableye is support right there. Comes in clutch like that sometimes. Someone's on their pad. He just started doing it. No. I'm a little sussed out by that Garchomp with how fast he Dragon Rushed. But he had the read, I guess. Just have 3 people top again. Honestly, Confused Ray would have been kind of lit this game too, but I don't really have a real healer. He ejected. So we broke bottom, but we're not doing bottom again. This is the second time in the last 3 games we've done this. Like, what? Okay, my Dragonite's at least trying to do it. Depression that we actually lost it, but it's fine. I need to get to my stacks now. Bye. Oh man, my Absol lost to the Sylve 1v1. We need one of these guys to help defend bot. Why is there an FF vote up, man? got stopped by the Garchomp while I was invisible. The Desi's on the other team. I mean, he's cooking this time. Not really, but... yeah. He's cooking, look at him go. How does that even walk? Like, not even blaming my team. How does a Regieleki actually just walk through there? My Dragonite was there, bro. I swear this Regieleki is a scammer sometimes. Yo. Stupid Mystical Fire shot me as he's basing. Why is he so sweaty now? I don't think he's doing anything different. I think he's playing the game in the exact same way he would have last game. There just might be a bit of a difference in what he has to deal with this game. He took 3 monkeys in lane, yeah, I mean, that's just, why would you grief him like that? Yo, it's just dying. Right, it's dead. He just flipped it. We lost. We just didn't have bro ult up for the fight either, right? Hitting targets after landing should break Sableye. It kind of does already. If Sableye is nearby, it'll break. Sableye will get revealed. If you're me, you're griefing this Desi every time you see him because you're petty. I'm not that petty. I will probably not remember in a day. Don't have enough damage. Playing Sableye is 100% always a throw. Okay. I'm glad you think that. Don't listen to the haters. Oh, I think I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be more than okay. You know what we haven't done yet today? We haven't done our daily Inteleon game.
Who's my widow?
Bagel, welcome back with the tier 3 sub.
Key.
Hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you. Got the New Year's sticker today. Hey, amazing. Amazing. Bum 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 bum. Do you think Inteleon eats bagels? I could see Inteleon eating like the bagels with the salmon on it, the salmon locks. That seems like an Inteleon thing to do. Where am I going? My Dragon Ball jungle? Looks like it is. Bagel, I think it's like salmon locks or something, right? Yeah, locks. Like from League. Sad we have no XP share though. Is there Meow that just hopped in, right? Or no, it was just Azu. And I would have loved to give the guy the kill, but I'll try to get him this one. Didn't even end up getting it because I tried to get it to him. That's fine though. Oh, please tank with me, man. Not gonna steal the kill. All my Dragon Ball to get stacked, so his stacks rely on his knockouts. So there's just that guy in there. No, I missed. Or that one was just not my fault. I cannot move. Why didn't we wiggly out earlier? Okay, I'm just gonna assume we didn't have it. I'm just gonna assume we didn't have it. But if we didn't wiggly out when I got double ulted by their team, it's because he's racist. What else could the reason be? I'm scared to go forward because we have our tanks in the bushes. My tanks are jungling or just chilling. Okay. I checked the bush and I lived. They are here, by the way. I ran out of range. Just gonna farm now.
Wait, Dusty, you need to heal up. You just gotta TP back home.
Oh. You gotta heal up, you can just TP back home. I didn't know that. Oh, he got knocked back into my thing, but he got... I don't know how he actually just came back into my snipe, but he did. Oh, I hit him too, but he healed. It's just blocking the snipe and we have no one damaging it. We could just hit the red Gialecki, but we're trying to fight them for what? Whatever, I don't care, walk. I don't think anyone on the team can score right now anyway. Trying to get level 13. I hit the T-Tar. Okay, we wiggly ulted. Nothing really, but we did wiggly ult at least. Dragapult needs to start hitting it. But they're all up, so I'm still kind of scared. My snipe is gonna get body blocked is the issue. Well, I might have missed, but it's still just gonna get body blocked. We can't just flip it, man. Like, I have to find a way to not have it body blocked on the smite there. When we had 3 people dead, we should have hit it earlier. The guys were just hiding in bushes. They'll come out. We'll win the game off that. We also wiggly ult did nothing, right? But it's unlucky. That's why Desi's the better sniper? Yeah. Like, that's not really why. He's not, okay? He's not. The next match is probably Pokemon Day. Yeah. I feel like last year we also had I feel like last year we also had a long time before this patch came. Maybe they just take a break for Lunar New Year, right? Because Timmy is a Chinese company. And I think a lot of Chinese companies take time off for Lunar New Year. Like they take like extended times off, right? To a point where like a lot of industries are just shut down. What up, Lex? What did they do for last year? Pokemon Days when Zacian came out. Best secure in the game. There's like a lot of different things that make different secures good. I mean, technically Clef Hyper Beam might be one of the best, if not the best. But both Hyper Beams are really good. Desi Shackle's definitely solid. It just kind of depends on like the individual situations, but they're all really good. I don't know what the best would be though. You were listening to the entire game assuming it was a bummer? No, it actually went really well. What makes you think that? Lucas is pretty good too. Lucas is not that reliable. Okay, no. Oh, okay. This works too. Wicked Blow's not bad, yeah. Solar Beam, I think, is overrated for secure. Solar Beam's damage happens in like a bunch of small instances. And in those instances, you can lose Ray pretty easily. I would actually say, I would rate Solar Beam a little lower. So Solar Beam, that is. Solar Blade on Leaf is solid, yeah. He's gonna, no. The game actually went really well. We dominated. Yeah, Talonflame Fly is solid. So many invades today. But why? You got the blue. The jungler can't be that scary because we got his blue, right? He's got his blue back. Potion low. You got that. No stacking, Lapras. Hey! Where were you going, Squirtle? There's just two up here still. Sad he died. If he would have let go of his beam, I would have popped it, but... Oh my god. That didn't for it anyways, lol. I mean, I'm down to do this. You believe in it though, Drew. I believe in you. I think I'm dead. Coming downstairs. Wait for me, guys. I mean, I exploded them, but I also got exploded. Going back. Mm-hmm. In the Meow can cap bot, I guess. Yeah. The top pad's at 2 as well. It's not a great look for us. If I landed by close combat, I probably would have lived too, huh? Down to give RD Knight the buffs. They're way better on him than me. This is eject and passive, like as far as I'm concerned. But Meow's basically dead already. No, he's definitely dead. That's where our D-Knight should be hitting and getting D-Dan stacks and threatening us to just flip the Ray, you know? Like, and then we see someone cap and then we're like, oh, we can just finish the Ray. Can you just hit the Ray, please? Get your D-Dan stacks. I'm just gonna vomit. Yeah, well, at least they're just wasting ults. The whole team is dead. This is why you just hit the Ray, man. They're not ripping it? They are. And I'm literally one. Oh, we got it. Our cram got it with dive. I mean, we should have won this game very, very, very simply. And now if we do win the game, it's going to be very, very complicatedly. They got a huge overtop. We have to stop scores. I think we're ahead because we were already ahead, but we weren't ahead by much, but I think we should still be fine. Cram carry. I mean, we won probably, right? But in like the dumbest way ever, but I guess we won. Ardina was playing okay-ish until Ray spawned, and then... Okay, here's the thing about Dragonite, guys. And there's a couple characters in the game that are like this, but Dragonite's a big example of this. When Ray spawns, right, you don't want to be stuck just sitting mid as the team that's ahead, doing nothing. Because if the enemy team goes to back cap, right? You need to be able to force the fight in some kind of way, right? And the easiest way to make them fight you is to be hitting the Ray. So for these last 8 seconds, if our Dragonite was just hitting Ray, also he's incentivized to hit Ray because he has Dragon Dance, And then his Dragon Dance, he can stack it up, and the cooldown resets on his auto, so he has to auto this. So if we get this down to like, you know, 70%, he's fully stacked, and the enemy team goes to back cap, we can just flip it. They have 1 dead, 1 back capping, 3 people that can hit. The 3 people that can contest Dragonite Lucario, the game's over. Or conversely, they come and they're like, oh shit, they're flipping it. Now we have a fully stacked Dragonite that can fight them instantly. So the game should not have been close. It should not have even been remotely close. Bro, we had that in the back. Anywho, GG. I mean, if you count winning 1 team fight as it being in the bag, then I guess so. I would argue that my team had it in the bag, and then they didn't anymore. You were the Dodrio. You did all right. I'll buy some tree. It's just me and the dog and the song, and they saying the heart is already gone, and that's the wrong to see me alone. I'm just sitting in the room with you, on, and now let's go. Team, why are we fighting for the jungle? One of you called bot as well. Why, man? Why? Why me? Why? What did I do to you guys? No. Now you're coming back, bro. Well, my jungler's dead. My second jungler's dead. Alright, well. These guys griefed each other in the jungle, then griefed my lane. Duo splitting jungle, that's the way that they did it. Did not seem like they were doing it the right way. I'll tell you that. Distracting from my ninja to score. Then I get the farm. Lost my passive. I I don't know why you're pinging me, bro. It's actually, it should be illegal. I breathe, but it's like my wood hammer. Whatever, I killed him anyway. Hit me, I level 7 off of that. I can't do anything. Oh, my whole team is dead again. It's like, imagine you're in the parking lot at like a Costco, right? You just have like a chill, you know, 2007 Dodge Caravan, you know, nothing special. And this guy in his Tesla just smashes into the back of your car, right? You're just parked there, he just rams you while you're in the parking lot. And then he gets out and starts yelling at you. That's what my team is doing this game. Like, bro, I'm just vibing. I've actually done nothing wrong to you this game. That's quite the, right? That's the scenario? I mean, that's pretty much exactly what's happening, though. When we getting our salted in, man. I can eject after him, but I'd be alone. We got him. There we go. These are up. Hex only work on status conditions afflicted by Gengar, or could it work off of something like Sonic Sion or Venus Touch Bomb? It can work off of other characters' status conditions, yeah. There aren't other, like, a lot of good characters to apply it, though. Sludge Bomb is one of them, but it's not crazy. From Venu, that is. Should you get... Oh, yeah, I don't know what you're asking, 1 second. I'm trying to defend, man, but no one cares on my team. Should you get more used to going hammer, leech, hammer? Yeah, but just depends on the situation. Like, obviously, if you can do the, you know, scoop into Leech Hammer, then yeah. That's good. I need to farm my Unite a little bit. My Unite's gonna be a little late. I feel like my Zard's gonna back cap. I can already feel it. Yeah, he's going. And he got his cap. But there he's flipping it. We lost it. Well, that's why you don't backcap when respawning. It's crazy. Who would have thought? Am I not watching the Asia Championship? I am not. No. I mean, it only takes one, right? It actually only takes one person. Our potion Zard griefed our guy in the jungle. Came down, griefed us in the lane. Started pinging the whole team. And then when Ray spawns, he's like, you know what I could do right now? You know what would be a great idea? Where should I take my Tesla? We're going to the back cap. It's okay though. You know, what can you do? What can you even do sometimes? But yeah, guys, the Asia Championship League is going on right now. So if you do want to check out the Asia Championship League, you can watch. I know a bunch of different people might be casting it. Chris's, Zoinks's. So check it out. I might watch it. I might watch it on the side while I'm just winding down. But I'm gonna call it here. I want to try to keep at least somewhat of a reasonable schedule for a bit, so that's why I'm not staying up to watch it. Otherwise, you know, normally I would, I'd fully sprint down the schedule. But you guys watch it. Let me know how it goes. If you have fun with it, maybe I'll cover. If the tournament goes well, maybe we'll do like a rewatch party at a reasonable time zone. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh, also, wait, before I forget, sign up for my class. $15. You get an hour in a classroom situation with 20 other people, and I'll help you one-on-one or one-on-20, I guess, when it comes to draft. So sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. It's pinned on in both the chats. But yeah, have a good night, guys. Goodbye.